Hey guys, it is May 2nd, 2013. We're 2 days past doing our top-down review. Thought I'd come back and revisit what's happened with soy, kind of see how it played out based on our read on the market on Tuesday, and switch over to the new contract. And as you can see, I mean, things have really worked out exactly as we expected. Unfortunately, we didn't catch any of that move, but part of the trick of trading is not necessarily catching every trade, but being able to determine what's going to happen in the marketplace, and hopefully you get a piece of it. And sometimes you don't. But reading the markets is 90% of the game, and you're going to miss opportunities whether you're away from your computer or it doesn't come to the price you expect or whatever. But if you can get a good read on the market, and every once in a while you catch the areas that you're anticipating on buying or selling, that's when you become a consistent and profitable trader. So, anyways, I thought we can go over what's happened in the last 2 days since we did that top down. We did that first video on Tuesday at 9 in the morning, and now it is Thursday. Market is closed or closing here shortly, and so anyways, so this is the 60-minute. We did our first video back here, right here in this triple overlap, and looking for a short based on the top-down review we did on all the time frames. And as you can see, it went straight down. We missed our entry. It came up, but it didn't quite get to where we had our price set, and it took off without us. It went exactly where we thought it would be, and so that happened yesterday. That big drop. And then in yesterday's video, we did a recap of what we expected to see, and we saw it drop, obviously. And then yesterday, I mentioned that we're probably going to see it just consolidate here for the next day or so, and that's exactly what happened. So as far as beans go, it was a good read. Now, we read it perfectly, minus the part where we didn't get filled. So that kind of sucks. That's a bummer. But anyway, so currently we're not looking. Let's go ahead and do a top down on this again, kind of revisit it, see where we're at. And starting on the weekly, on 3-year composite, we're within the range here, still on the upper end on the 3-year. And that makes nothing here really that I want to trade or have a bias towards. If I had to choose, I would still be short on this based on this composite. But then again, this is a long time frame. Can't base a decision on this alone. Let's drop down to the daily. Daily's sitting right where we expected it, and we called it 2 days ago that we were going to get back to the VPOC, and it's just going to sit here for a little bit. And as you can see, it came and it dropped right back down to the VPOC here on the 1-year composite. And I expect it to be here for a little bit, maybe for at least tomorrow, and maybe hopefully something next week will happen with it. But I wouldn't be surprised if it sat here for a week, maybe even longer. Who knows? Let's drop down to the 4-hour. We're coming right, still within the range, not really telling us a whole lot. This one is kind of giving us a mixed signal on the other profiles, looking for a long to get back up here to the comfort zone, the VPOC on the 90-day composite. So now we're starting to get mixed signals, and that's typically what happens when you start seeing price linger on multiple time frames at its VPOC or within the range. So let's see. Let's drop down to the same story here on the 20-day composite. We're within the range now. On the upper side of it, we can still see a little bit of movement down on it, but it's hard to read when it gets within these ranges here. Who knows what's going to happen? It could retest all this price up here and set new ranges and reset the VPOC on a profile or two. But right now it's really not telling us much. And so on the 10-day composite, same story. We're on the upper end of the VPOC and the range, and so it's really not telling us anything here. We probably got a little bit of movement to take it down to the green line here, but not enough selling to get me in that position. And same story here on the 10-day composite. And let's see, 15-minute composite, you're sitting right on the green line, and so And you can see just for the last day and a half or so, it's just been kind of sitting here. So the story is basically telling us that we should just sit on our hands and not trade any soy right now. And you can see, as we called it on Tuesday, we were going to get the price to fill in here and kind of test this market all throughout here. As you can see, that happened yesterday. It's kind of building up the profile here on the bottom side of it. This is, there's a good chance it might shoot up a little bit here and test these prices, but there's just too many other opposing factors to take this trade. The risk reward is just not there. Not a lot of room. You could probably get 15, 20 points out of it if it reached the whole thing and you got in soon enough. But the reality is we'd want to see it go up first, so we'd miss part of it, and if it continued to go up, we'd catch some of it. So maybe 10 points on it, which is still a good return, but just not enough to sell me on jumping in on this one. So, anyways, hopefully that's helpful. I'll keep you in the loop on what I'm looking at on beans over the next I'll follow up tomorrow, and then hopefully next week we see something happen and we can jump in on it. But anyways, hopefully that's helpful, and we'll be back at trading tomorrow. See you guys.